2 months till Christmas, that is all that is left. I can't believe how fast things are going. We are in November next week. It's unbelievable. But in today's video, I want to share with you some things that you can do right now, 2 months to go before Christmas, to get ready for that big day. So let's get into it. Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one, and on this channel I like to share all mum life, frugal tips, saving, budgeting and everything else to help you have a stress-free life and to save money. So if you like that kind of stuff, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But let's get started with what to do 2 months before Christmas. Now, the first thing I've said every single video that I've done these from 6 months to now is to get your budget ready. Now, if you've watched all the previous videos, you know that I'm a big budget person. So creating a budget for Christmas is very important. Go and look at all my other Christmas videos. I will link them all in the description box below for you to go, which goes over all my budgeting tips and tricks and stuff for Christmas and how I do it. If you haven't created your budget yet, get started with budgeting for Christmas. If you have already budgeted for Christmas, then go over it again and double check that everything is exactly how you want it to be and all the costs match up with what you can afford. Next is to finalize your gift list. So this is your own personal gift list. If that's what you do, what do you want for Christmas? Also, mainly it is finalising who you would like to give gifts to, how much you're willing to spend on them and what you are going to buy them. Is it going to be something that you can purchase from the shop? Is it something that you are going to make at home? Is it things that you might need to pop to the charity shop to get some bits and pieces to make a hamper or a basket up of some kind? Finalising those gifts that you want to give to people and setting a budget for each one. It's time to do that now, and it's also time to start buying them as well when and if you are able to right now, especially at the moment with there's a lot of toy sales on in supermarkets. Black Friday is only about a month away, then you'll have Cyber Monday as well, and a lot of people start putting offers and discount codes on now, getting ready for Christmas. So when you see those offers, when you see those sales, go and have a look and see if there's anything there that is on your gift list that you need to buy and take advantage of them. Once you've finalised your gift list, it is now time to start planning your activities and your events. I've just done a video on activities and events. I will link it in the description box below and I'll link it in the cards at the top for you as well. So planning your activities such as, are you going to go to pantomime? Are you going to go and see Santa? Planning them out, organising your calendar with your family to make sure that everything fits in, and also start booking them because things are starting to sell out now. So if you haven't booked your pantomime or going to see Santa or anything else that you would like to do, then make sure that you are booking that now. This one is still on my to-do list, and it is to gather all the decorations. We were going to do it a few weeks ago, but we never quite got round to it because life kind of got in the way a little bit. But it's getting all the decorations out and checking over them, seeing what still works, what doesn't work, either donating, selling or binning some of them that you don't need anymore, and also going out and buying anything new that you would like to buy. If you are going to be making decorations, start making them now. With the colder weather coming in and the darker nights coming in, it's a great activity to do with children, is to make some Christmas decorations, and a great little hobby to start as well. If you feel at night you're just scrolling on social media, start making up your own Christmas decorations. Can be quite therapeutic. Also, don't forget to check your Christmas lights. The last thing you want to do is get your Christmas tree out and realise that your Christmas lights are no longer working and have to rush out to the shop. So gather them all up now before you put the tree up and make sure that everything is working. Make sure you've got everything you want, and making sure as well you don't double up and buy more decorations that you don't actually need. This one I am actually in the process of doing, and it is finalising all the Christmas meals and Christmas outings that we're going to be doing. We're not going out for Christmas dinner with anyone or going anywhere for food. We are staying at home, but I'm finalising our Christmas meal plan, what we're going to be having Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day. If you are having people around, if you are hosting Christmas, finalising that meal plan, making sure no one's got any allergies or there's no specific dietary requirements, and making sure that you are getting that meal plan and you get a list of ingredients that you need. And you could also even start buying some of those ingredients as well if they've got a good shelf life, or you can freeze something. You can actually start buying those things now. So planning your Christmas meal plan, whether that is just one day or for the whole of Christmas period, Checking out dietary requirements is very important to get started now, because otherwise that could be a lot of stress on top of you. And as we are on the subject of Christmas food, if you get your food from the supermarket delivered, a lot of supermarkets now, as I've seen online, are starting to open up their delivery slots. So if you want to book your supermarket delivery slot for Christmas, I would do that very, very soon, because they do get booked up very, very quickly because people want specific days and times. If you're going to go out to the shop, doesn't really matter. I like going to the shops. I like to look for the clearance items and I like to see what I'm actually buying. But if you want to go and get it booked so it gets delivered to you, actually book that delivery slot now. It's very important, and they do get booked up very fast. And I know that Asda has already announced that their slots are now open. So if you're going to do that, book it as soon as possible. This next one I feel like I've been doing all year because Christmas is just no exception, but I feel like I've been doing it all year, is I'm starting to declutter the house and tidying things up, donating things, selling things, throwing things away, or just generally putting things back in their place and making it tidy, ready for Christmas. Because if you've got a big family and they buy your children Christmas gifts, you're going to have a lot more coming in. So trying to get rid of a lot of stuff now is going to help make room for that. Also, generally, it's good to have a declutter and sell some items to give you a little bit extra money for Christmas. And as we are talking about decluttering, I am also in the middle of trying to organise when I'm going to do my Christmas deep clean. So before I put my Christmas tree and Christmas decorations up, I give the house a really good deep clean, because even when the Christmas tree and decorations are up, I still clean the house, but I don't feel like I can give it as good a clean as I usually do. So I make sure I give it a really good deep clean. I don't just hoover the carpets, but I give them a really good deep clean as well. I clean all my sofas and everything. So I'm organising when I can do that at the moment when my son's not here, because it's just too much hard work when he is here. But if you do a deep clean of your house before Christmas, let me know in the comment box below if that's what you do as well, or am I just a weird one? Let me know. If you've watched my channel before, you know that I donate at Christmas. I donate to the local animal shelter, I donate to the local food bank, and I also donate to a charity called For Louis, who help parents who have lost an infant from stillborn, miscarriage, or have just lost an infant in any other way. A charity very close to my heart, and I donate to them every single year. Are you going to be donating this year? If you can't afford to donate, can you volunteer your time somewhere? Is that something you want to do, or have you never thought about it before, or do you just not have the money or the time to do so? If you don't have the money or the time, that is absolutely fine. You give what you can, whether that is your time or whether it's actually money. You just do what you feel is best for you and your family. When it comes to the food bank, I only ever go and buy Asda's essentials. I don't buy like more expensive stuff because I can't afford to do that. But I take £20, I buy as much Asda essentials as I can, and I put it into the food bank on my way out of the shop. So if you can do something like that, great. If all you can donate is a pack of biscuits to the food bank, that helps as well. Just whatever you can do will be really helpful. But if you can't do it, don't put the added pressure and stress on yourself. It's not a problem. Everyone is struggling these days, so don't beat yourself up about it. Like I said earlier in the video, it is time to start getting your gift list together, whether that's your own gift list or what gifts you're going to buy other people. And like I said, now is this time to start buying. It's time to start buying. I've only got 2 more months to go, and you don't want things to sell out and feel like you are stuck and lost of what gift to give. There are some gift idea videos coming up in the very near future, so do subscribe so you don't miss those. I'm going to do gifts of all budgets and homemade gifts that you can do as well, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss those videos. But it's actually time to start buying those gifts. Again, check out for the sales and the offers and Black Friday and all those other deals that happen around this time of year. But I don't know about you, but as I get the gifts, I actually wrap the gifts. A lot of people sit and wrap the gifts in one go. They order a takeaway, they get a bottle of wine, and they sit and watch a Christmas movie and they do all their wrapping. I prefer to wrap as I get. So once I've got all the presents for, say, my nieces, I'll just wrap them all. And once I've got all the presents for my son, I'll wrap them all. And it just helps me have less stress at Christmas. But let me know how you do it. It's also time to start with those little tiny stocking fillers. If you want me to do a video on stocking fillers, do let me know in the comment box below. But I'm going to start doing my son's stocking fillers very, very soon, so I can do a video on that for you as well. If you are traveling anywhere this Christmas, make sure that your travel arrangements are booked and double check them, whether you are flying, whether you're getting the train, or whether you're driving somewhere and you're staying in hotels. Make sure that your travel arrangements is all booked and organised, and just go and double check them to make sure that you're not going to be stuck at a loose end. Also, something that I'm going to be doing next month in November is going to my local mechanic. He's actually my cousin, so I'm very lucky, and I'm going to ask him if he could do my car a winter check. I have one every single winter. I just go and get everything checked over with the car to make sure that it's running okay, that the tyres are okay, and the oil and the water and everything is how it's supposed to. So I really strongly advise you to go and look and see if you can get a winter check done on your car, or if you know somebody in your family that know a lot about cars, ask them to do it, just to make sure that you're driving safely this winter. And something else I also do is I check that I've got things in my car in case I'm stuck or stranded anywhere. Like I've got extra blankets, extra food, bottles of water, all stored in the car, just in case anything was to happen. I know that I'm okay for a little while until I can get help, and which I've also got my breakdown cover for. So even though that isn't just for Christmas, it's for winter, but if you are traveling for the Christmas holidays, making sure that you've got your winter car check done and your car is packed with everything that you may need, just in case the car does break down or anything happens and you're not stranded and feeling cold or hungry. So just a little tip for you there. If you are hosting Christmas this year and you've got a lot of people coming to your home, making sure that you've got enough cutlery and enough plates and bowls and your dining set is fully stocked so that everybody can have a plate. If you don't have them, you can go and buy some new ones if you want to on a special offer, or you can ask a family member if they are coming to your home anyway, if you could borrow their dining set as well, because that's going to save you a lot more money. But making sure you've got enough cutlery, plates, bowls, glasses, mugs, anything like that, so that everybody has a plate to eat their dinner on and they're not eating off paper plates, even though that's cheaper and saves money, but gravy will just soak through it. So making sure you've got enough dining sets if you are hosting Christmas this year. If you haven't already, start making your Christmas cake and your Christmas pudding. I know a lot of people start this in June, making sure that you're starting that right now. I make a Christmas cake, but it's not one that you have to leave to set. You can just make it and then have it a day or two later, because it takes about 2 days to make. I'm going to be doing that one. It's a bit of a healthier version, and I absolutely love it. But if you want me to show you what I do and how I make that cake, again, let me know in the comment box below. But I will be doing my own Christmas cake. But if you want to do a big Christmas cake, a traditional Christmas cake, or a traditional Christmas pudding, then make sure you're starting that now. And next, it's buying and writing your Christmas cards. If you are sending Christmas cards this year, it's time to buy them and write them and get those stamps and post them if you need to, or hand deliver them. It's obviously November next week, so you're going to have to start posting them soon, especially if you are posting them abroad, making sure that they have them in plenty of time. So making sure that you buy and write your Christmas cards. I'm actually getting my son to write his school friends' Christmas cards now. He moans about it all the time, so I get him to do 5 a day. And I think there's about 23, 24 children in his class. So that's what we are doing. Plus he's got his school teachers to write. If I get him to do a little bit each day, finally it will all be done and he won't have to do any more. But if you haven't done your Christmas cards, you haven't bought them or written them, start doing that right now. Or make them. Get your kids to make them one weekend, one Sunday afternoon, put a nice cozy film on and get your children to make some Christmas cards for the family. And finally, like I've mentioned before, it is time to book that Christmas delivery slot if you want to get your groceries delivered. And it's time to start your Christmas food meal plan. But once you've done all that, it's time to write your big grocery list, making sure that you write it now so that if you need to add anything, you've still got plenty of time to add things on. So I just have it on the notes in my phone. And then once I'm getting closer to when I actually want to go shopping, I transfer it all over to paper as well. And I can just cross it out because I like to physically cross things out. So those are the top tips I've got for you to do right now, 2 months to go before Christmas. I'll also do a 1 month to go, and then it will go down weekly of what you can be doing to get ready for Christmas. But if you've got any top tips of what we could do now, 2 months to go, do let me know in the comment box below. I hope you found value in this video and it helped you in some way. Don't forget to share it so somebody else can get value from it as well. Hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day or good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.